All right, let's talk Giants. Our New York football Giants have done it, folks. They've broken the curse. First win against the Eagles since 2016. And I said it last week. This is a huge game. And if it's a win, it's not just the most important win for Joe Judge or Daniel Jones. This is a big win for the franchise. This, in my mind, not to overstate it or anything, but this is a turning point for the franchise. This was a hurdle that we needed to get over, an obstacle we had to get around if we wanted to get back on the right track. We had to rid ourselves of whatever kind of jinx we were under against the Eagles. And I think now that we've gotten past that, we can exhale a little bit and we can say we can beat anybody. If we can beat this team that has repeatedly found ways to come back and beat us when they shouldn't, and a lot of it was our own doing, we didn't have that happen in this game. We managed in it, and there were a couple times, I'm not going to lie, second half, where I said, this is where we lose the game. This is where we lose the game. This is where we lose the game. But it didn't happen. So we did it. We broke the cycle. Shout out Godsmack. We broke the cycle, and I couldn't be happier. It's the happiest I've been in a very long time when it comes to the Giants, because they're heading in the right direction. And for us, for the fan base, it can't be overstated how important this win was for us, the fans. Everyone outside of the Giants fan base was just like, oh, another shitty NFC East showdown. For us, we went into it confident, not cocky, but confident. We stuck it to the Eagles the first time go around, probably should have won that game, but it was yet again coming down to errors, mental mistakes, little things, plays here and there, allowing the Eagles to get back in the game. And this had that feeling that we had in 2016 when we make the goal line stand, or we make the play here on third down, or, we're just making plays to ensure that we don't lose it. In that second half when the Eagles, they score quickly and it looks like, here we go. Second half collapse yet again. Our offense is going to sputter and our defense is going to allow big plays. And here we go again. But it wasn't here we go again. The buck stops here, and the offense responded, which was huge, and the defense responded, which was huge. And maybe the Eagles are more talented, but we have a better coach. I know that for a fact, because I watched that game and I said to myself, if Doug Peterson had half a brain, they would have won that game. A lot of it is on the coach. A lot of it is obviously the players not executing, maybe not giving 110%. You can just watch the Giants, and every single player on that roster is giving everything they have to Joe Judge. And that means a lot. It means a lot to the fans who are watching, because, everyone has counted us out. I counted us out after the 49ers blowout. I said, this is just another lost season, but it's not. This is a pivotal season. Even if we don't make the playoffs, which, plenty of articles going around that we could go 6-10 and make the playoffs, and it's realistic. It's not a joke. And people are saying it's going to lead to like NFL rule changes if that happens. But right now the rules are what they are. So we're going to take advantage of it. But, no one expected us to do much. And the progress we've made, even though, like I said, hasn't been leaps and bounds, has been something to be proud of. That we were bottom of the barrel, right there with the Jets offensively across the board in a lot of rankings. And no, we're not close. We're not average yet. We're still below average, but every game we take another step towards getting to average. And I said last week, if we can get to average on offense, we're a playoff team. So, and we're trending in the right direction. But you couldn't have asked for a better game from Daniel Jones, from the defense, from Jason Garrett and his play calling, his creativity, the way he was scheming. And you couldn't ask for a better way to enter the bye week, because we're going to get a bunch of people back after this bye week. And then we're heading into Cincinnati, and we're going to be fired up, because this is and I know Joe Judge doesn't believe in momentum. I do believe in momentum. And I believe that we are a threat. That, okay, maybe we don't go 9-7. We're not going to run the table. But it would not be surprising to me if we stuck it to these teams and we gutted out a bunch of wins by 1, 2, 3 points each. It would not surprise me, because this team is playing as a team. And it's exactly what Joe Judge has been telling us since the fucking day he was introduced to us. Complementary football, special teams, offense, defense, all playing at the same kind of level. And although offense is not quite there yet to where defense is in terms of output, production, rankings, whatever you want to call it, they're not losing us games anymore. They're not. This was Daniel Jones' first win versus an NFC East opponent other than the Washington football team. He was 0-5 versus Philly and Dallas. It just feels good to get off the schneid, doesn't it? It's just good to get the monkey off your back. Can I give you any more cliches? Not at the moment, but I'm sure I have some stockpiled somewhere in the back. Giants have now scored 20 plus points, 20 or more points in each of their last 6 games, and they had fewer than 20 points in their first 4 games. Now, have we faced the same caliber of defense? That could be a devil's advocate argument, but the fact that we're putting up more points is good. Now, can we get to 30 points? Get closer to 30 points each game. And then the defense, we wouldn't have to rely so heavily on the defense. That would be ideal.